I can go.
It's fine. Oh my God, what is that?
I don't know.
That's just disgusting.
You want me to turn it off?
Yes. No. Yes. No, leave it on. Oh my God. Every time I come in here and it's playing these medical things, I just can't stop looking, you know? Oh my God, that's disgusting.
So where were you hiding tonight?
Textiles.
You were?
Yes.
So was I.
You were not.
I was. I was next to the back to school display behind the school desk, and I was.
Shut up.
What?
Shut up.
What?
I was right next to you.
You were?
I was crouched behind a button kiosk. We were 5 feet away from each other.
Oh, wow.
That's just creepy. That's just creepy. How do we not see each other?
I'm pretty quiet.
So am I. Jesus, it's just so...
Please don't.
What?
Sorry, swearing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry. I just want to say, I think it's really great that you're here to reconnect with the sun. I think that's a great thing to do. I think it's very mature and very sweet.
Thank you.
I mean, uprooting yourself and moving here from, where are you from?
Up north.
Up north. You move here from up north and you want to get to know your son, you want to reunite. It's just great. It's really sweet.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for swearing.
It's completely fine.
It's such a bad habit. Working around Pauline, I think that's what does it. Start to sound like her.
You don't sound like her.
I mean, I grew up Lutheran. My mother is very religious. And I go to church sometimes with her. I have respect for, God and everything. Like I said, I believe in Jesus. Do you go to a church here?
I had a church up north, but I haven't found one here yet.
Go to the Lutheran church.
Oh.
We do bake sales. We have a bake sale this weekend. You should come.
Oh,
And services aren't ever more than an hour or so it's not that bad.
Well,
Oh. I don't mean to be forward.
No, it's just that I'm not sure if the Lutheran church is for me.
Oh. Yeah, well, you gotta, put thought into that sort of thing. Like buying a new car.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Buying a new car, listen to me. Shut up, Anna. I'm going to leave you alone to work.
No, I enjoy the company.
Oh, shut up. You shut up.
And
You're cute.
We both did in textiles. Maybe we're kindred spirits.
Oh, shut up! Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And I just swore.
Yes, you did.
I'm just sort of an idiot.
No, you're not.
I really am, believe me. I think Pauline's getting ready to fire me.
Why?
Oh, I just don't do anything right. I put the wrong barcode on an entire pallet of doll heads the other day. Do you believe that? I put the arm and leg barcode on every last one of them. Pauline says I cost the company over $100.
You just made a mistake.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I'm good at. I don't even want to tell you how many places I've been fired from in this city. Barnes & Noble, JCPenney, 3 McDonald's, 2 Wendy's, the Super Walmart, and the regular Walmart. Pretty soon I'm gonna run out. I have to go back to telemarketing. I really hate telemarketing.
Are you married? I'm sorry, what a dumb thing to just blurt out like that.
No, I'm not. I have a boyfriend. Sort of. We date.
What does he do?
He's a telemarketer. And you're a writer.
Well, not really.
Well, you write things and people read them. It makes you a writer, doesn't it? Like I said, it's probably better than this book here. I have to stick with it till it's done, but it's just so awful. It's called Falling from Grace. You ever read it?
No.
The main character is called Grace. Get it?
Sure.
She lives on this big estate in California. She has this really rich husband. But all of a sudden he dies in this big car wreck, and it turns out that... I'm sorry, what am I doing?
No. Keep going.
Well, she has to figure out how to live now that she doesn't have this rich husband. It turns out he had all this debt, so she didn't get any money. Then she has to move into this studio apartment, and it's hard, and blah, blah, blah. Anywho, she's working as a checkout girl, and she falls in love with a customer, and they end up together, and she's happy, and now I'm 15 pages from the end, so I'm hoping she dies.
Wait, I'm sorry. You said you're hoping that she...
Well, come on. Why the heck have I read 180 pages to hear about this woman getting married and being happy? This is what I'm reading? I heard once about that book called Anna something. Anna Karenina, is that it? Anyway, it's this old Russian novel. Someone told me she kills herself at the end, and that sounded good, but it just looked so long. Does anyone die in your book?
Well, it's about the end of the world, actually.
Oh my gosh, a lot of people die then.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
Thank you.
Read some to me.
Oh, it's...
Is it okay that I said that? I'm sorry.
No, it's online. You can just...
We don't have a computer at the house. Well, we do, but my dad was the only one who uses it. He doesn't. If you don't want to read it to me, that's fine. I'm being annoying.
No, you're not. It's me. I just feel like I've sort of lost faith in what I'm writing.
Oh, well, all writers hate their own writing. Isn't that a thing?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay. Guess I could. This is funny, I'm a little nervous.
You're nervous because of me?
A little.
Oh, shut up. That's so cute. I'm sorry, that's just so cute. Shut up.
Oh. When Andy woke up that morning to his screeching alarm clock, somehow he knew something was different. The bedroom in his small apartment was windowless, but the darkness he woke up to felt more profound, more deliberate. As he fumbled his way to his light switch, his forehead sweating, somehow he knew something greater was happening. The light switch didn't work. He opened his bedroom door and squinted his eyes, expected to be greeted by the same blast of sunshine that greeted his face every morning, but felt nothing and saw nothing. This sounds terrible, doesn't it? It sounds just terrible when I read it out loud.
No, it's not at all. Keep going.
His living room was pitch black as well. He fumbled through the darkness, barely able to make out the shape of his front door. It must still be night, he thought to himself. Something must be wrong with my alarm clock. As he managed to open his front door, he looked outside and saw nothing. No sun, no moon, no stars. A blackness had overtaken everything. On a usual morning, he would open his front door to the street and the McDonald's and the Home Depot he lived next to. But today there was no traffic, there were no billboards and no neon signs. The whole buzz to the world had been taken away, apart from the faint sound of thousands upon thousands of people wandering the streets of the entire suburbs, begging for light, cursing heaven, chewing their tongues. And at that moment, Andy lifted his eyes to God and whispered an unconscious prayer of relief, confusion, and optimism.
Holy crap. You really wrote that?
Yeah,
That was so good.
it sounds terrible when I read it out loud.
That sounds like a real book. Will, that is a real book.
Thanks.
I just... Wow. What are you doing working at a place like this? Why don't you get it published, make some money?
That's sort of
Do you
complicated.
need an agent for that kind
No,
of thing?
I never really did it for
I
money.
don't know how all this works, but
It
you
just
could get
wasn't
an
really
agent.
all
It's
about
so
that.
good. Sure, you just love writing. You're an artist.
No, I was just trying to spread the word of God. I'd actually rather not talk about it.
Yeah, but what kind of church was it?
It was non-denominational.
No, I mean like Methodist, Lutheran, whatever.
That's what I'm saying, it was non-denominational.
I don't know what that
Nothing.
means.
It just means that we weren't a part of any huge network or organization. We were just trying to save people through the word of Christ.
I'm Lutheran.
Oh,
Yeah. I only go sometimes. You don't know me.
what?
I said you don't know me.
I didn't say that.
You know, I've had a lot of coworkers like you. Super religious guys who try to get me to go to church with them. These little, what do you call them, evangelical churches? I even went a couple times. They'd see me sitting and reading my books or whatever, and they'd think, now there's someone who needs help. But let me tell you, I don't need any help. And these churches, no different from a fucking Hobby Lobby, I'll tell you that much. Everyone wants something. So don't think that you know me.
I'm really not. Believe me, I'm not trying to convert you.
You're not?
No, I'd rather not talk about it.
Well, what the hell? I'm not good enough for your church or something?
No, I think I'm gonna go.
Sorry. It's not you. I know I can turn on a dime like that. I'm sorry. I live with my dad, and all my brothers, they make fun of me, especially when I read, so. Anyway, I'm not good with people. Just do me a favor, okay? If you see God coming again, if you see him coming in his cloud or whatever, and he's about to kill us unbelievers, you let me know? Because I'll be down on my hands and knees praying for forgiveness then, okay?
I thought someone had to jiggle the satellite dish.
Sometimes it just flips back on. I think I'm gonna go. It's nothing you said, do you wanna leave together? I'm not saying, oh gosh, I didn't mean.
No, it's fine. I think I'm gonna stay a while longer.
How much sleep do you get?
Lately? Not much.
Maybe one of these nights I could try and read your book. Sometimes I can use the computer after my dad falls asleep.
Hi.
Oh! Hi! Hi!
Hi.
What are you...
I heard Villalobos. Were you playing Villalobos in the break room?
Yeah.
You know, I don't even really like Villalobos all that much. Not really. I think it's sort of trite.
Oh. I really like it. How did you know that?
Anna told me you've been spending your nights here.
I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't mean for you to get upset.
I want you to tell me about my mom.
Okay.
Where is she now?
I don't know.
Where is she now?
I don't know. She used to get confused. Or she left town right after you were born. I haven't seen her since, and I haven't heard from her since.
Why didn't you take me?
Couldn't. Her parents put you up for adoption. We weren't legally married. Our pastor didn't approve of it. I tried, Alex, I really did.
What was she like?
She loved you very much.
Stop. What was she like?
wore purple all the time. She loved the outdoors, but she was terrified of heights. She played guitar, and she wrote music, just like you.
Stop. I don't write music anymore.
You don't?
I had a friend I used to write music with. Wrote all my songs with him. We're not friends anymore.
Why not? That song you did for me earlier, you wrote that with him?
Yeah.
You don't have any that you wrote by yourself?
I don't know, I guess. They're dumb.
I'd love to hear one.
I haven't even set them to music yet.
Oh, that's fine. You just read it to me. You don't need music.
No, they're stupid. They're just stupid things I wrote.
Well, I would just really love to hear you read them.
Stop. Tell me what your church was like. Go.
You know about?
Leroy said you're a part of some church. Said you guys called yourselves evangelicals, but that's just code word for cult.
We weren't a cult.
So what was it?
It doesn't even exist anymore.
Tell me, or I'm going home.
In the beginning, it was amazing. We were young and ambitious, and we would sit around with one another for hours, study the Bible, talk about our days. We wanted to create a church from the ground up. We wanted to create something new, and we did. It was amazing. It was
Stop. If your church was so amazing, why did that kid die?
We don't need to talk about it.
Leroy told me the story. I want to hear it from you.
Why?
Because if you do, I'll tell you some things about me. Go.
Danny was we worked at the same Albertsons. He had just graduated high school and his parents wanted him to continue with school and get a degree in pharmacy, but he didn't want to leave the congregation. So his parents basically disowned him, and he lived at the church with me.
You live together?
Yeah. He was looking for spiritual guidance, and so was I guess. We helped one another. One night in the parking lot, he told me that he was questioning his faith, and I didn't know what to say to him, so I sent him to Pastor Rick, and I told him what Danny had said to me.
You told on him? Then what happened?
You already know, right?
Tell me what happened next.
Pastor Rick took him into the wilderness, said that he wanted to have Danny gain an understanding of his place in God's universe by bringing him to a point of physical exhaustion. He said that God was telling him to do it. About a week later, he showed back up at the church and said that Danny was in his trunk. And the day before, he had woke up and Danny was stiff and blue. He tried to perform CPR, but it didn't work. And then he started to cry, and I called the police. Yes, I turned him in. Yes, I turned Danny in. But if I would have known what Pastor Rick was capable of, every night I pray for forgiveness.
I was molested by my 6th grade teacher. Also, I was raped by my 4th grade teacher.
What?
And my 5th and my 3rd and my 2nd grade teachers.
Wait.
When I was 13, I was kidnapped for over a week. Blindfolded in the trunk of a car. Every 8 hours, they'd feed me, give me water without taking the blindfold off. When I was 8, I was camping with my parents and wandered off. They couldn't find me for over a month. They don't know how I survived, and I don't remember any of it. All my life, my parents have told me I'm not important because I'm not their real kid.
What are you doing?
The thing about being raped, I told Pauline in my interview. The one about being kidnapped, my biology teacher. I got an A this semester. The last one about my parents, I told Leroy. He's confronted them about it before. They deny it, but he believes me.
So none of that's true.
Nope.
Why did you tell me that?
Because you told me about Daniel Sharp.
Thank you.
A while ago, my best friend started going to one of those evangelical churches. Said he was happier than music could ever make him. That he didn't need music anymore. And I'd asked him to tell me about his church, but he said he couldn't talk to me anymore because I was ruining his relationship with God. He doesn't even look at me now. We're in English together, first period, and every fucking morning. He looks so happy. I haven't told anyone that. That one's true. My mind folds in when you pass me. Like I'm a dead man pretending to be asleep. Like I'm a weed growing into itself. And you pass by me. You're passing by me just now. Ah. We once found ourselves spread out on the wet grass in the night. I wrote that one without it. I don't know why I read this to you. It's stupid and trite. It's not like my other stuff.
Now he's overwhelming.
Do you still believe in God?
Yeah.
A God that let Daniel Sharp die in the forest?
Yeah.
Why?
Because without God, and all I am, is a terrible father who works at a Hobby Lobby and lives in his car. And there have to be greater things to life. There have to be.